Hey, Chris here with my Solia chord primer, and basically 4 chords that you should know before you even really start playing the Soleá, okay? So Soleares is one of the foundational song forms in flamenco, and we need to get you going with the chords, make sure you have them before we even go any further at all, okay? So let's get to it. They are A minor, okay, so the A minor chord. Then we're going to switch to a G7 chord, and this G7 is not like what you would find if you were to Google G7. Normally it would be this, and I'm not going to go into that other than now we're just going to take this F, and we're going to do the octave of it, this F, and we're going to play that with our pinky. So this, ring finger, middle, and then pinky. And then we're going to leave the top 3 strings al aire, okay? So we're just going to let them, they're going to be open, okay? So we have this G, and then we have the B, and then we have the F right there, the dominant 7. And then we have these top 3 strings, which create a very crazy jazz harmony that we're not going to talk about, but we just consider this a G7, okay? So learn that, okay? Practice from the A minor to the G7, this G7. And this G7 will not work in all in all your future G7 needs. Just so you know, this is specific for this tonality and this harmony and all that stuff. So way later we'll get into that. So just remember A minor, G7. Then we're going to leave our pinky here, okay? So leave your pinky right there on the 3rd fret of the 4th string, on that F. Take everything else off, and now put your index finger, ring, and your middle finger down there. And this is like an F bar chord. However, we make it easy. We don't use the bar. We're going to leave the top 2 strings, al aire again, in the air. And we're going to play this, F. And once again, that creates a very different harmony, a jazz harmony or whatever. I don't know what it's just, you know, suspensions and flats and sharps or whatever. But we call it an F. But once again, this F is not going to suit all your F chord needs in the future, okay? This is specific for this context, okay? So that's chord number 3, okay? Chord number 4, we're going to still leave our pinky there, okay? So we're going to leave our pinky there on that F. And now we're going to put our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, okay? It's right there. That's a B note. And then we're going to take our index finger and we're going to put it on the G sharp, the 1st fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so now we have E, B, F, G sharp, and then the open B and open E. So those are the 4 chords. I'm going to show you 2 bonus chords, which they're chords that you probably already know. I just want to make sure you have these in your chord catalog, okay? So this is an E with a flat 9, what we just did, okay? And we'll just, here on out, call that an E, okay? Because once again, in this context, you can't use this E anytime you hear an E major. You can't play this, okay? So now we're going to do just a regular E major. So now we have E, B, the octave E, G sharp, open B string, open E string. That one you will find on Google readily, okay? And then now, if you were to take off your middle finger, which you don't even have to, but if basically just play this chord, this same E major chord, but only from the 4th string. And now you can either just kind of truncate the top 2 strings, like leave the chord shape as it is, like this, and then only play from the 4th string, or you can usually this is how it's done, is take your middle finger and put that, your 2nd finger, on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, like that, yeah? And now you're playing that, the G sharp, and then the open B, and then the open E. Okay? So those are the 4 basic chords: A minor, G7, F, and then E, but with that flat 9, okay? And then the bonus chords that appear all the time in Soleares is just regular E major. And then this top version of E major where it's just top 4 strings. And usually it's done with the index finger playing that 2nd fret of the 4th string, that E note right there. Okay? So my recommendation is get used to all those chords first before you start dealing with the right hand and all the rhythm and everything. Make sure that those chords are really solid, and then just work on different combinations. Go from different chords to, choose a chord. I'm going to go from A minor to G7, A minor to F, A minor to E with the flat 9. And do that and toggle between different chords just to make sure you really have them. And that'll get you ready for when we actually start the Soleares. You'll be prepared with all those chords already, okay? Wishing you the best of luck. I have tab available for this, so look in information below, the details below. Make sure to check out my website. Let's make it the short one, cbjmusic.com. chrisburtonjácome.com, and also subscribe, do the notifications, get involved, make sure you're on board for all the future videos. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions at all, and here's to the next one. Here we go.